Shakira Williams should be next. Ma'am, are you Ms. Williams? I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
You were charged with simple assault. Do you understand your charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Your bond is $3,500. A condition of your bond is you should have no contact with you shall not return to 51 Court. You know which address I'm referring to, right?
The lady address, yes. Secondhand address.
This alleged victim is your daughter?
It wasn't supposed to be her. It's supposed to be the lady that was holding her hostage inside the house.
I'm asking you, is she your
Yeah, that's my
daughter?
daughter. Yes, ma'am.
Does she live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
At what address? So you cannot be around your daughter, you cannot be in that home with her. You understand that?
That's okay. She ain't gonna be in that home. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
No.
You can't be
You
there.
cannot be in the home.
No.
Listen, let me be clear. Because I can tell you're trying to, with the words that I'm saying, so I'm gonna be crystal clear. Whenever, let me finish, ma'am. Because maybe I'm not being clear. So if I'm not being clear, I'm gonna be clear now. I don't think you're trying to be disrespectful, but I want to make sure you clearly understand what I'm saying. Alleged victim, you have not been found guilty, but based on my review of the allegations, you should have no contact with her. You will not put her out of the address at wherever she lives at. So what address does Trey at?
She stay at my address, but she went to my mom.
That's the only
So
question.
what is that address? What's the specific unit number?
Building 25C.
You shall not, I know you're saying that's your apartment, but because she's the alleged victim, you shall not be around her in that place anywhere. Do you understand? The court will allow you to go with the sheriff's escort one time for the limited purpose of retrieving your personal property. However, do not go back to that place where she resides until this condition is modified by another judge or until this case is closed. Do you understand? We're not putting her out. And my intention is not to necessarily put you out, but we have to make sure when there's an allegation that we don't evict the alleged victim, okay? So you're gonna talk to your lawyer about ways to get around that. Maybe the condition can be modified, you can share some things, but for now I want to be clear, wherever the incident was, you are not to be around Treasure, alleged victim, and you cannot go back to the residence that you all share together. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There should be no violation of any laws while out on bond. Are you able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a misdemeanor offense. If you are unable to make bond, your next court date will be September 12th at 8:30 a.m. Now, I've given you all of that information. Based on that, do you have any additional questions for me?
No, ma'am. I just thought you were saying that I couldn't put her in the lady house. That's all. But other
No,
than
ma'am.
that,
We're on the same page. That's why I say, let me just get through it and we'll be on the same page. Have a good day, ma'am.
so thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Bell? Sorry, you're muted. You are charged with fleeing from police officer, obstruction of an officer, a felony count of that, and driving on a suspended license. I'm gonna dismiss the felony obstruction of an officer. I don't believe that the officer included enough information that rises to the level of a felony count, but the prosecutor can always review and decide if they want to reaccuse. But for now, I'm dismissing the obstruction of an officer charge. Do you understand?
Yes, so I'm charged with now what, ma'am, please?
Fleeing from officer and driving on a suspended license. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Can I ask you?
No, you can ask no questions. Just say
Your
yes.
bond from, we'll let you ask a question when I'm done. They very protective of me, so listen to my instructions, but we're not gonna be here all day. But fleeing from police officer, your bond is $5,000. On the driving on a suspended license, your bond is $1,500 for a total of $6,500. You shall not violate any laws out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to make bond?
I should, ma'am.
Your remaining charges are misdemeanors. So should you not make bond, your next court date will be September 12th at 8:30 a.m. What is your question?
They said something about failure to appear in April.
I have no knowledge of that.
Has nothing to do with her.
Okay, ma'am, can I ask you one question, please?
Let's go. What is it?
My name is not Jared Anthony Bell. That's my brother's name. They found the receipt inside the car. My name is Robert Bell IV, ID number 1120481.
Okay, let me stop you. So you can share that with your attorney, okay? For right now, your court date is gonna be September 12th if you don't bond out. Have a good day. Larry Crook,
I was being honest. I was being honest.
I appreciate your honesty, sir.
Assistance. We am at, 3.
Are you Larry Crook?
Oh, ma'am.
Larry Crook.
Name is Jamar's White.
What group is
I already went to court already.
I'm not looking for Jamar's White. I'm looking for Larry Crook.
That's my real name.
Have a good day.
It's not him.
He's 24.
You can go.
He's very 24.
Your Honor, we'll come back.
We'll come back to court,
Next.
Your
You
Honor.
want to reset? I heard what you all just said. Should we reset him to tomorrow or do him last?
Oh, no, he's not Crook. This guy, he came out saying he was Crook at first. Now his real name is Jamar's
Move
White.
him out.
Come on.
Okay, well, we need Larry Crook, please. Paula Knight,
Yes, ma'am.
give me 1 second.
Yes, I know.
Mr. Knight, you are charged with battery, family violence, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Do you understand your charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Your bond for the battery, family violence charge is $3,500. For the cruelty to children charge, your bond is $3,500 for a total of $7,000. Condition of your bond is you shall have no contact with, and you shall not return to 7979 Classic Drive in Jonesboro, Georgia. It was indicated that this is a shared residence. As such, I will allow you to go one time for the limited purpose of retrieving your personal property. However, you shall not go back to that property for any reason until this condition is modified by another judge, or until this case is closed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have no contact for any reason. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
These are misdemeanor offenses. Are you able to make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, should you not make bond, your next court date will be September 12th at 8:30 a.m. in room 201. Have a good day. Charles McCrary.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, man. Say it. Come on. Say it.
What did you say?
No, just saying that, go ahead and say it, because I know what my charges are. It's horrible.
No, you know, I just didn't know how to charge someone.
You are charged with aggravated child molestation, aggravated sodomy, enticing a child for indecent purposes, and cruelty to children in the 1st degree. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not have a bond at this time. Condition of your bond, if you get one, will be to stay away from all of the alleged victims. However, you do not have a bond at this time. Your next court date is September 11th. Next is going to be Ryan McDarris.
Which one? Which?
Lamar Nicholson.
Jaquan first. Jaquan.
Lamar Nicholson. Lamar, hold on.
You got a Jaquan first and then a Lamar. Yeah, two.
Thank you. Yes, Jaquan Nicholson.
Yes.
You were charged with violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act as a misdemeanor. They wrote it wrong. Give me 1 second. Okay, Mr. Nicholson, you were charged with a felony count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act possession of marijuana over and out. So you understand your charge?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Your bond is $5,000 and you shall not violate any laws out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Your next court date, should you not make bond, is gonna be September 11th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day. Thank you. Lamar Nicholson.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Nicholson, you are charged with violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act and burglary. Do you understand your charges?
Yes,
For your first charge, your bond is $5,000. For your charge of burglary, your bond is $10,000 for a total of $15,000. You shall not return to the address 5741 Norman Court, and you shall not violate any laws of out on bond. Do you understand? Do you understand? Are you able to make bond? You say yes. I'm sorry, I looked down.
yes, sorry.
Your next court date is gonna be September 11th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day.
Who's next, Your Honor?
Delia Bristol. Ma'am, you are charged of criminal trespass. Do you understand your charges? You have to say yes or no. Your bond is $3,500. You will not to return to 11572 Alca Court in Hampton. You must not violate any laws of out on bond. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anybody who's listening, we're not doing yeah, nah. I'm not your homegirls. This is court.
Yeah, y'all say
Yes.
yes or no.
No, but the connection is messing up in and out. I'm trying to understand. Yeah, but.
No.
Just say yes or no.
You said yes, and that was not just directed at you, ma'am. It's for anybody who's coming after you. We don't do yeah and nah. So it's not the back and forth, okay? That was not just for you. That's for anybody who's listening. So you said yes, you understand, right? Yes.
Speak. You gotta speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to the
Your
judge.
next court date is September 5th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day. Virginia Brown. Ms. Caldwell, you are charged with battery family violence. Do you understand your charge?
Your Honor.
Your bond is $3,500. A condition of your bond is you shall stay away from and you shall not return to the address 11 with the following exception. I will allow you to return with a sheriff's escort for the limited purpose of retrieving your personal property. However, you may not go back to that property for any reason after you go that first and only time with the sheriff's escort until this case is closed or until this condition is modified by another judge. Do you understand?
Yeah, ma'am, because that's where I live. She doesn't live there. That's
The
my
incident
sister.
is alleged. The incident is alleged that it's family violence. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Based on the facts that I have in front of me, I'm not going to allow you to go back to that property unless you have a sheriff's escort. Now, you can share with your lawyer the fact that that's your property and all of that, and another judge may consider modifying that condition or removing it altogether. But do you understand at this point, I am prohibiting you from going back there without a sheriff's escort?
Hey, how do I do that? This has never happened to me. I've lived there for 5 years.
Let me stop you, because you've been here for an hour and a half. This is not the day to tell your case, all right? It's inappropriate. The state who is prosecuting this offense is not here. Your lawyer who's defending you is not here. My only question to you, and you seem like you understand, is do you understand my conditions? Not do you agree with them? Do you understand them, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You shall also not violate any laws out on bond. Are you able to make bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date is going to be September 5th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day. Caitlyn Green. Ms. Green, you are charged with simple assault and stalking. Do you understand your charges?
Open your mouth.
Yes, there you go.
For each charge, your bond is $10,000 for a total of $20,000. Conditions of your bond is that you must stay away from Mickey. You must also not violate the laws of out on bond. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you able to make bond?
Cause I came to court on Wednesday, I'm telling you, I came to court on Wednesday and they had gave me a bond for other charges. So I'm in the process trying to pay that.
I understand you have these additional charges now. So are you able to make bond? Yes or no, ma'am? So I've appointed an attorney to represent you. You can speak with your lawyer about your potential hardships in making bond that may be able to get the court to consider reducing your bond. Your next court date is going to be September 5th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day. Andreina Hughes should be next.
State your name.
Andreina Hughes.
Ms. Hughes, you're charged with shoplifting. Do you understand your charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Your bond is $1,500 and you shall not return to 2940 Amble Block Road. I'm not sure what store that is, but you shall not, oh, it's Walmart. You shall not return to that Walmart. Do you understand? Uh-oh, it's muted.
I'm sorry, we got the connection messing up, Your Honor. I'm gonna apologize. Go ahead.
It's okay. I understand it's been raining. That's why we got started so late on my end. But I asked Ms. Hughes, you're to stay away from Walmart. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Your next court date is September 5th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Johnson, you are charged with cruelty to children in the second degree. Do you understand your charges?
And say yes, not.
Yes.
Your bond is $10,000. Condition of your bond is you shall have no contact with. Actually, I'm not gonna do that based on these charges. I'm not gonna do with no contact, but your bond is $10,000. You must not violate any laws out on bond. Do you understand your charges? Do you understand, excuse me, your conditions for your bond?
Yes.
Are you able to make bond?
Yes.
Your next court date is September 6th at 8:30 a.m. Have a good day.
You can put your mask on a little bit. State your name.
Brandon Kemp,
Yes,
give me
ma'am.
1 moment. Ms. Kemp, you are charged with cruelty to children in the first degree and battery, simple battery, excuse me. Do you understand your charges?
Yes.
You do not have a bond at this time for my assistance. The bond is being denied based on judicial discretion. Bond has been considered and denied. On the cruelty to children charge, the simple battery, your bond is $10,000, and that's because it's a misdemeanor, and I'm required to give you a bond on the misdemeanor. A condition of your bond, if you're able to bond out, will be to have no contact with the alleged victim. And you shall not violate any laws while out on bond. As stated, you do not have a bond on the felony charge. Your next court date is September 6th at 8:30 a.m. in room 201. Have a good day.
All right, who do you have next, Your Honor?
Kelly Morrison. Did I hear somebody say they have a question for the court?
That was, yes, yes, Your Honor. It was the one you denied bond to.
She can ask her question. I'm always willing to answer questions.
Okay, if she, hold on, hey, one do one, step right up there. Yeah.
What is your question, ma'am?
I don't understand why I was denied bail.
The court
Right.
reviewed the allegations, and based on the allegations and the egregious nature of the allegations, although you are presumed innocent, the court has a duty, responsibility to consider charges, criminal history, and everything else when determining whether or not to grant bond. So in doing all of that, I reviewed it and exercised my discretion and decided it is not appropriate to grant bond in this case.
Is it because of the charge of 2021?
No, ma'am. It's because of the charge that you allegedly face today with the cruelty to children in the first degree. There are several reasons. I can deny bond because of the law, which is people who are on probation or certain types of charges, but I can also deny bond based on my judicial discretion, which is why I deny bond in this case.
But I got kids, who gonna take care of my kids?
Yes, ma'am, I understand. Have a good day.